In this video, we'll have a look at using a grid that can be varying sizes, and we're using it inside an A5W page that has quite a bit of HTML and jQuery in it. It's a Bootstrap page. It's a very simple page, and it's got a header, as you can see, and a menuing system down the left-hand side. So that's all jQuery working there in Bootstrap. And it's got a footer as well, and you can see that our grid is displaying 10 records right now. And it's sizing itself, and it's sitting inside an iframe right now. But let's go and change this a little bit. What happens if we change our component, our grid, and we display 100 records? I'm going to save that and publish it, and then we'll come back to our grid, and we'll display. So now you can see, of course, that we've got our grid is going off the page, which it should, and we've got our scroll bar on our side. And so we're just going to scroll right down, just grab the scroll bar and go down. And you can see in this case, there's our footer once again. And again, it's off to the right-hand side because I've got a very large screen, so I'm just showing part of the screen. But there's our grid, and we're actually showing 2 pages in this case. We'll go back up and find where the end of the grid is. There it is there, and we go down to our first, and so it's behaving itself for its length and allowing us to put in a footer at the same time. And doing this in two ways. We have a look at the A5W page. In this particular case, and I'll post the sites for this, but what we're doing here is where we've got the iframe loading, which is right here. Let's scroll this into view. We're loading. We've got an onload function running for resizing the iframe. So we're loading the iframe object into this function here, which just grabs the height of everything it needs to. I'm adding a little bit of space down at the bottom, and then the object itself resizes. So it's allowing itself enough space for that iframe to work within. And then for the footer, to make sure it shows up all the time, something interesting here. We can see we're placing the footer actually above the iframe. If it's placed below the iframe where you'd think it would normally go, then the iframe completely wipes it out. It doesn't ever get displayed. So by placing it here inside of its footer tags, it doesn't really matter in a sense, I guess, where it is, because we're controlling where it goes here. With this bit of CSS, we're positioning absolute, and we're giving a little bit of space down the bottom, and we're telling it pretty much where to go there. And I'll send you the link for proving this this theory as well. All the rest of this other stuff up here, down to navbar and container, belongs to the Bootstrap stuff. But from HTML down to footer, that's the information, that's the CSS we need to give it in order to have the footer behave properly. And I'll post the link for this particular solution as well. Thanks for having a look.